let's dive into this, man. Let's dive into this. How did this music thing all come about?
From the very beginning, or are you talking about when I started initially as just a songwriter myself?
Let's go into a time machine. When did your love for music start?
My mom and them. My mom, I had an auntie that was on a label with Frank Sinatra's label,
Okay,
Reprise, which was a subsidiary of Warner Brothers.
okay,
And she would take me to Sabin Elementary, which is in Portland, Northeast Portland. That's where I'm born and raised, Northeast
okay,
Portland. And
okay,
she would put Off the Wall in.
okay. That's what's up.
So
That's
Off
what's
the
up.
Wall was the first tape. The first album was my dad bought me Houdini, Friends. So
Okay,
I had Escape, that album from my dad. So,
okay,
you know, and then circle back to my aunt being the groom, someone who kind of groomed me because she was already in the industry.
okay.
At that time, she was doing demos and working, and she decided to drop me off at school and let me listen to that. And it really just developed a love for melodies, harmonies. Off the Wall was it, man.
That's real.
Off the Wall. So um, she had a guy named Buddy Miles that would come by and teach me something about what's referred to as paradiddles.
Okay,
So I learned about drumming in paradiddles. And
okay,
Buddy Miles, interestingly enough, became uh, like a godfather.
okay. I like that. That's a very and it sounds like from all around perspective, you had musical influences all the way around.
Uh,
Which led into, of course, it transpired into you. Let me ask you this, man. When did you know that? I guess do you know it like you're around powerhouses? So do you ever feel like, well, it's gonna rub off on me, or were you interested in music at first?
Always was. It was just something that, when you're around it so much, um, you develop such a love and such a desire to want to be involved in it. You got family harmonizing, doing choruses and listening to the DeBarge and, Shirley Caesar. My grandmother was listening to Shirley Caesar and
Right.
Al Green, you know, on Sundays. So, you know, it was different,
That's right.
I got so much seasoning.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, and I think sometimes you can't beat experience. You can't, and I tell people this: you can't pay for the experience that that type of era has. So, like, what I mean by that is when I was coming up, I've been DJing for 20 years.
Right.
So whenever I was coming up, I was doing basement parties. I was doing a lot of stuff with DJ Phantom. Shout outs to Phantom.
Shout
Um,
out Phantom. What's up, man? Yeah, Phantom is, yeah, yeah.
that's my
I
guy
used to
right
have his
there.
mixtapes back in the day. When that whole era with the mixtapes?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So when when you're in the room with these people, you can't pay for that type of experience. You get what I'm saying? So in this day of age, I really feel kind of bad for them in a sense because yes, it's more instantaneously, but I don't think you get the grit or the get the gab without going through that era. Does that make sense?
Absolutely. I agree with you wholeheartedly. We really have to get back to the core essence of melody, the core essence of harmony, the core essence of composition, and really taking the craft seriously. And there's artists that are going to come back and pave that way. And I want to be a catalyst to be able to do that in several different genres.
I
Um,
respect it. I
so
like that, man. So we got the record Loaf. And
yes,
we're gonna
sir.
we're gonna play this. But I wanted to talk to you about this. Now, if this is with I know this is a single, but is just are we just pushing singles right now? Do we have albums? Do we have
Just singles. I'm pushing a lot of singles as an independent,
okay,
as an introduction for a summer EP release.
okay,
And then after that, it's a showcase to let, other artists that I hope to, initially work with and potentially work with in the future, know that, I can do this genre of music, and I'm a staple myself.
I
I
like that.
think that I believe in what I'm doing as an artist, and You know, it's one of those things where when you put so much into your craft on a day-to-day basis and you're thinking about the video treatments,
Yeah.
you're thinking about the ins and outs of playlists and how to be able to make sure that your listeners, you're keying in on who your potential listeners are and finding out who they are. You want to make sure that you're putting out quality material, commercially viable material as well. And that's part of my aim.
So if this is somebody's first time listening to it, what is the end goal here, or what should people take away from it?
A sense of motivation. I want to, my key motto with everything that I do with regard to the establishment of Mia Bella Publishing, which I currently own and want to put out music with for other artists, is to inspire and motivate. Inspire and motivate. And that's the key. You got to find your niche. You got to find something that you want to put out there into the galaxy, into the world, into the universe, and share with the universe. And that's what I want to do. I want to inspire and motivate. And, I've come from humble beginnings. It wasn't easy, but I want to show those that you can invest in yourself if you believe in yourself, and you can do something with it and start giving back and start developing other artists. That's my goal.
I like that.
Breon Prescott is somebody I look up to. Clarence Avon, my third uncle, Quincy Jones. People I look up to that are really they're instrumental in motivating me on a day-to-day basis to do better and be better for me, myself, my family, the legacy, and for other artists who are up and coming.
I like that. That's dope, man. That's dope. I like that it comes from a good place. I like that. So let's go ahead and get into the record, man. You want to introduce it?
Yes, sir. This is Stretch Rubberband, representing the Pacific North Fresh. This is Love. Been a better bag.
Let's go, man. Chicago 77.3. Let's go.
Stretch Rubberband. Been about a bag. Like work in the lab. Just like work in the lab. Took a right on failing. Of course you know I did. Like 20 on the left wrist. Who's fucking with the kid? Got loaf off in my pockets. As tall as Houston Rockets. Loaf's always been the topic. Block hotter than the tropics. Excuse me as I pop it. In Ferragamo garments. You know a nigga winning. When he breathes off in these linens. It's the cheese that I'm getting. Got these fleas out here tripping. Is them elements they missing? Man, these hoes never listen. Man, I always had a vision. I wrote my goals in prison. When the OGs tried to scold me, man, I soaked it up in glisten. With a pause, I mean shine. Yeah, she gotta run me mine. If it ain't about that chicken, then get up off my line. Protect you on the right wrist. Reach and meet your death wish. You think you was a Commodore. How we leave you on that night shift. Enough about that type shit. Let's focus on that green lit. That blue cheese and that cream whip. Stack it to the ceiling. I need another clean whip. Custom with a mean kit. Mustard with the mayonnaise. Like salad with the green shit. I know she wanna see this. Enamored how I stack licks. My mind is a magnet. To money, that's the habit. Loaf. I'm all about bread, I need it in lumps. Loaf. Come run me the numbers, I'm stacking it up. Loaf. I'm checking that chicken, you know what it is. Loaf. Come run me that issue, you know it's the kid. You know it's the kid. Come run me that issue, you know it's the kid. Outside. Run me that issue, you know it's the kid.
People right here. Chicago 77.3. Make sure you tell your aunties, your sisters, your brothers, tell everybody, man. Yeah. Make sure you gotta get into it, man. I love the metaphors into that loaf. I get my bread. I like that. I like the metaphor,
Sir,
the
sir.
metaphors in that. I do. So now, of course, I know you said the summer EP. I know this is going to be coming off of that. How many songs are on the EP?
There's eight. There's eight.
Okay, that's
And
good.
nine on a bonus because recently just got in touch with a producer who I think is going to be up and coming. He's been doing it for a while anyway, but
Yeah.
he's got Mozzie and Joe Blow. So I think I might add a bonus track with Mozzie and Joe Blow on there.
Okay, that's
You
what's
know,
up,
for,
man.
for listeners
You're
just to let
talking
them
your
know.
talk right now. Let me find out, man. Let me ask you this: if you could perform anywhere, where would it be at and why?
You know, sometimes when you look at the analytics and you're doing it from an independent standpoint, um, major metropolises
Okay.
and tapping into major metropolises, Chicago. That's my home. I started there. The first concert I ever went to, understand me, on this, and then I grew up on the South Side, 53rd all the way to 50th and Burnside. So
Don't tell me. Hold on. Wait. Hold
come
on.
on, man.
Uh,
No,
hold on. Don't tell me that. Yo. I'm over here.
Hey man, I'm on Giordano's. I met Danny Glover at Hunter's Barbershop. Come on, man. Come on, man. I met Rob Bass and DJ Easy Rock
So
at Dr. Wax's.
so you will. I can see
Started
you. You
started
I
on.
did you ever go to Gramophone?
I went to Kosminski Academy.
Okay.
I
Okay.
went to Kosminski Academy, and it
Okay.
was over by DuSable, right by Washington Park.
Yeah.
And
I remember Washington Park.
my grandfather lives in Jewtown. Well, it used to
Okay.
be called Jewtown, but
Yeah.
it's Burnside.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna put my pops out there, my grandfather out there. He living
Yeah.
good. He all right. He don't drive the buses no more. But
Now see, I was at growing up 100. That was 115th and Perry. I went to Julian and everything.
come on,
Um,
salute. Come on.
Now when I got older, OV's crazy. 79th and Cottage,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
81st and Jeffrey, 71st and Jeffrey on the other end, where the Dominics and I want to say the Dominics, that Renner Center used to be there. There was it was like a Chinese joint or whatever that was over there, man. I used to go
We
to,
had Zayers. Remember Zayers? Remember
yeah,
My Styles
yeah,
downtown?
yeah,
Come on.
man. Sears on Stony,
Come
yeah.
on. Stony
The
Island. Come on, man.
Moo and Oink on Stony Island.
Come
Nobody
on.
talks about the Moo and Oink anymore, man.
Nobody talks about the Bud Billiken parade. I want to salute my upbringing on the south side of Chicago. Even though I'm from the northeast side of Portland, I pay homage to northeast Portland, south side of Chicago, in Seattle, where I'm at presently.
That's what's up, man.
They've had the uh, experience of dealing with me and
I
putting
like
up
how
with
you
me and
said
my
it.
brother and
The
them on a day-to-day
experience of
basis
dealing
with this
with you.
music. So yeah, so
That's wild,
I'm
man.
really greatly appreciated. Look, and this is perfect. Look at this, just in time.
Yeah,
Somebody that I really wanted to get online with this.
man,
Somebody I
Joe.
hope to work with in the future and continue to work with and have a great rapport with the great
Man, Joe.
Imani J. Wright.
I really one thing I will say about your music, man, is very melodic. You tell a story, so I really enjoy the the premonition of everything that you bring to the table. I enjoy uh, just good vibes. You know what I'm saying? And you have a very humbling spirit about you, man. So don't ever lose that. And I know we kind of got away because it's a Chicago thing, people.
Hey,
You got to
bro,
know.
when you know Harold's Chicken, you know Giordano's.
Yeah,
You
and,
know
and
when you know how that chicken hit that bread and make it turn pink
yeah,
in the snow time in the windows fog up. You just trying to go get that plate for $5, $6.
yeah,
You-
yeah, yeah, man.
And also I want to say rest in peace to
Or
Harold.
in the wintertime, dibs. If I this is just a thing, man. If I shovel the snow out, that means that it's mine. It's nobody else's but mine.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I'm saying?
definitely,
So,
definitely,
let me
definitely.
ask you this, man. And I know we got the record right now. What other projects we got coming up right now?
We got a lot of projects coming up. Currently working with some other artists in the process of artist development, which I knew it would segue to this at some point. being a songwriter and wanting to write for other artists. Because sometimes when you get to a certain area or a certain level, you realize, okay, maybe you're not the guy that's going to be the singer.
Mm,
You,
okay.
you might be writing for the singer.
I get you.
You see, there's singers and there's singers.
I respect
I can sing, and I'm gonna just keep it real.
that's real. I
I'm
respect
writing for the singers.
that. That's what's up, Joe. I like that. I like that, man. Instagram, everything where they can find you, my guy.
Yeah, Mia Bella Publishing, Mia underscore Publishing at Instagram. Also, the same Eric Anderson at the link tree. Stretch a rubber band, stretch a rubber band, as a matter of fact. And Mia Bella Publishing, be on the lookout. I'll be writing. My end goal and end game is to be working and writing with the great Terry Lewis and Jimmy Jam.
Mm, okay.
Terry
That's
Lewis
what's
and
up.
Jimmy Jam.
That's what's up, bro, man. You
I
just
want to
you
I want to work with the greats. I want to write for the greats. I want to work with production that is top of the line because when I go in there, I want to go in there and handle business and get in and get out and go work with the next artist. So
that's
it's
real.
business. When you grew up listening to Flight Time and the first concert you ever went to was New Edition,
That's real. That's real, man. I
yeah,
mean, people know how you coming, man. People know how you coming, and you like I said, bro, you got it. You got it, my guy. Loaf is out everywhere.
appreciate you. Appreciate you. Thank you for having me on. Shout out to Chicago.
Oh yeah,
Um, I grew
definitely,
up on the
man.
South Side. I went to Kosminski Academy. I want to thank Miss Baker for raising me and teaching me harmonies and melodies. And thank you, Chicago.
Man,
Thank you for having me on 77.3.
salute to you, my guy. Salute to you. Before I go, I always ask artists they can do a drop for me. You're gonna say your name, and I'm rocking with DJ Malone.
My name is Stretch a Rubber Band, and I'm rocking with DJ Malone on 77.3, Chicago. What's up, Southside?
Boom. Fireworks, explosions. Make sure you guys get Loaf is out right now. Oh, do we got a video for you? What's going on?
Content's coming this summer.
Okay.
When you're an independent artist, it's a little bit slower. You got to work with the videographer. You got to allow them to come with the content for you. When you're writing the video treatments, I write my own video treatment.
Okay.
So when I give them the content, they got to edit it. And
I get
so
that. I like that.
sometimes it takes a little bit of time for them to get back to me, but it's on the way. Check it on YouTube. Stretch a Rubber Band on YouTube as well, on all platforms. Yes, sir.
All right, man. Let's make sure you guys get it in, get it going. Chicago 77.3. We out. Wow.
We lit live. This is WBBC Chicago. Yeah. 77.3. Your hottest digital station.
Now in digital HD sound.